Yeah. Loxa, what's up? Yeah.
You looking mighty fine today.
Miss Howell period 4. Holla back. LA.
I'm feeling good today.
Real good. Welcome period 4. In this lesson you're gonna score a lesson on rhyme, construction, and design.
Don't worry, we got your back. Your knowledge will never lack. For this test that's coming up, we're gonna keep you on track.
Whipping out these words that rhyme right off the bat.
So hey, I'm Zach. We're gonna teach you all of that. Peace out, my hood rats. Word up. Hey guys, Zach and Aaliyah told me about this project that they were doing, and I just told Zach that I just had to help out. So, I just wanted to, tell you what rhyming means. It's the correspondence of two or more words with similar sounding final syllables placed so they echo one another. And it's used to produce sounds appealing to the reader's senses and to establish the poem's stanzaic form.
Rule number 1. Let's start with the obvious one. Same endings means same sounding endings. You can't have rough and though, but you can have rough and tough, meaning that they will have the same syllables, alright? Not the same spelling.
Rule number 2. The one-syllable minimum rule. The ending has to be the same for two rhyming words. They must consist of at least one syllable.
Rule number 3. The accented ending rule. What's wrong with what's between intelligent and agent? The gent ending sounds the same and its syllables is long, but you'd still never use those rhymes together in a poem. Clearly, in order for a pair of words to sound right as rhymes, the accent must fall on the common ending, and if the ending is more than one syllable long on the first of those syllables, while the agent doesn't rhyme with intelligent, prevent doesn't rhyme with consent, as does adolescent, fluorescent, or crescent.
Well done. Rule number 4. The beginning of ending diversity rule. Retainer, container, like preferring, conferring, and prevents events, is the same type of rhyme that falls somewhere on the border. Many writers would not hesitate to rhyme the two, and others would hesitate somewhat, but may end up doing it anyway. It's very, very hard to ignore. But I, however, would rather not consider words to rhyme if their similar endings are too similar. An example, if it begins with the same consonant in both words. Assert rhymes with convert because cert and vert begin with different letters, but assert does not, in my mind, rhyme with insert, with which it shares the full cert ending. Exceptions include such rhyming words as depress and undress, which both end in rest, but couple the R with other consonants in such a way to make it almost a different letter in each word.
Great job.
Always choose a consistent rhyme scheme when writing a rhyming.
Whose ever room this is should be ashamed. His underwear is hanging on the lamp. His raincoat is there in the overstuffed chair, and the chair is becoming quite mucky and damp. His workbook is wedged in the window. His sweater has been thrown on the floor. His scarf is one ski underneath the TV, and his pants have been carelessly hung on the door. His books are all jammed in the closet. His vest has been left in the hall. A lizard named Ed is asleep in his bed, and his smelly old sock has been stuck on the wall. Whose ever room this is should be ashamed. Donald, Robert, Willie, or... Huh? You say it's mine? I knew it looked familiar.
Always pick a consistent pattern of syllables when writing a rhyming poem.
Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy, and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I marked the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Always pick a consistent pattern of syllable stresses when writing a rhyming poem. For example, there is the iamb, like the iambic pentameter. It is unstressed, stressed. There's the trochee, which is stressed, unstressed. The anapest, which is unstressed, unstressed, stressed. And the dactyl, stressed, unstressed, unstressed.
I am going to read from A Midsummer's Night's Dream by Shakespeare and give an example of the iambic pentameter, which is stressed, unstressed syllables. My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. So the stressed unstressed sounds like, my mistress with the monster is in love, because my miss, stressed un, tryst with, unstressed, stressed, and it's 10 syllables in each line. My mistress with a monster is in love. And that's how it is in almost all of Shakespeare's writing, except for when it's in prose.
Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss.
I am Sam. I am Sam.
Sam, I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am. Would you, could you, in a car? Eat them, here they are. I would not, could not in a car. You may like them, you will see, you may like them in a tree. I would not, could not in a tree, not in a car, you let me be. Say, in the dark, here in the dark, would you, could you in the dark? I would not, could not in the dark. Would you, could you in the rain? I would not, could not in the rain, not in the dark, not on a tree, not in a car, not in a tree. I do not like them, Sam, you see, not in a house, not in a box, not with a mouse, not with a fox. I will not eat them here or there, I do not like them anywhere. If you will let me be, I will try them, you will see.
Say! I like green eggs and ham! I do! I like them, Sam I am!
And I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with a mouse, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere! I do so like green eggs and ham. Thank you, Sam I am. Thought you'd never see us again, well here we are. Now that you learned about rhyme, it shouldn't take no time to ace that freaking test, cause you are the best.
Just remember that rhyme is a correspondence to 2 words or more. That should be all you need to get a perfect score. Howl.
Peace out.
Yeah.